Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Screen Crush. I'm Ryan Airy. When Marvel unleashed their Phase 4 announcement at Comic-Con, one new title sent some MCU fans straight to the Googles: Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now this hero has been kicking around the Marvel Universe even longer than Wolverine, but a lot of movie fans don't know who he is. But still, Shang-Chi might be the one who beats the villain that Tony Stark never could. But first, if you're new here, please subscribe, click the little bell, do all the things. This channel is great. Shang-Chi is being played by Simu Liu. He's mostly known for the Canadian sitcom Kim's Convenience.
But he's a racist.
What do you want me to do, beat him up?
This casting might seem unconventional, but hey, if Andy Dwyer could be Star-Lord,
go buy yourself a Walkman.
Then Liu can pull this off. So, who is Shang-Chi? Well, let's go back to 1973. The Vietnam War was coming to an end, hip-hop was beginning to emerge from the Bronx, and the USA was in love with Kung Fu.
Everybody's Kung Fu fighting.
Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon was the 9th highest grossing film of that year. To capitalize on the craze, Marvel writers Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin pitched the idea of a Kung Fu-based character. Marvel accepted on 2 conditions. One, that the character be half white. Is that true?
So when we went to Marvel, we said, we're making our guy completely Chinese. And they said, no, there's, gotta have a white connection in there if you want to sell it.
All right, what did you expect from a company that actually had a villain called Yellow Claw? And the second condition was that they include the character Fu Manchu, who they had just acquired the comic book rights to. Fu Manchu was introduced as Shang-Chi's father, a criminal mastermind who raises his son to be a weapon. Shang-Chi doesn't know that his evil dad is evil, then he finds out that his evil dad is evil and he vows to stop him from committing evil. So this fits nicely in the MCU's overarching theme of daddy issues.
May have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
You've probably heard of Fu Manchu, or at least the mustache. For decades, he's appeared in books and movies where he was always portrayed by white actors.
I am Fu Manchu.
But because he's a yellow peril, xenophobia, racist stereotype, Shang-Chi will need a new daddy in the 21st century who will likely be the Mandarin. And this is where things get a little confusing. In the comics, the Mandarin is a longtime Iron Man villain who has 10 magic rings with different superpowers.
Another ring, another nail in the coffin, another shovel of dirt on the grave of Iron Man.
In the first Iron Man, Tony is kidnapped by the Ten Rings terrorist organization. This was originally going to build up to the Mandarin being the overarching villain of the series, with Ben Kingsley cast as the terrifying antithesis of the military-industrial complex that Tony Stark once oh so cheerfully embodied. But then, the toilet flush.
Well, I wouldn't go in there for 20 minutes.
It turned out that the Mandarin was a decoy and that Guy Pearce was the real Mandarin all along.
What?
The decision to reduce Tony's main arch to a giant psych was so controversial that Marvel Studios actually retconned the decision. In the straight-to-DVD one-shot film, All Hail the King, it's revealed that there is a real Mandarin who's been around for centuries.
He was a warrior king. He inspired generations of men through the Middle Ages, perhaps even further back in time.
And he's pissed at Trevor Slattery for co-opting his name.
You see, there's somebody who wants to meet you.
Do I know him?
No. But you took his name, and now he wants it back.
The short ends with the real Mandarin breaking Trevor out of jail. It's been confirmed that the real Mandarin will finally appear in Shang-Chi, played by esteemed Hong Kong actor Tony Leung. And when you think about it, this is a big loose end that Tony Stark never tied up. The Mandarin's organization, the Ten Rings, were buying his weapons from his company. They kidnapped him and they're the reason he became Iron Man. But they're still out there, growing stronger. Later in his superhero career, Tony Stark was distracted by bigger threats like robots, aliens, and bureaucrats.
You're lucky you're not in one of these cells.
Thank you, sir.
His old enemies like the Ten Rings kind of slipped through the cracks, so it'll be up to new heroes like Shang-Chi to carry on these stories. How do you feel about Marvel undoing the Mandarin twist? Are there any other Marvel decisions you'd like to see retconned? Let me know in the comments below. Now, as for the plot of the movie, I'm gonna guess from the title, because that's all we have, that the Mandarin's 10 rings from the comics will appear in the MCU. Maybe this international terrorist will send his son to collect them from around the world. But then he's apprehended by Awkwafina's character, who could be playing Shang-Chi's love interest, Lee Ko-woo. In the comics, she's an MI6 agent who worked with Shang-Chi when he was a spy for the British government. Maybe, with her help, Shang-Chi will realize that his evil dad has been the real villain all along.
What?
A kung fu movie filled with international espionage would be a different kind of MCU film, kind of like James Bond facing off against magic jewelry. This also gives us the potential to bring back other MCU side characters, such as Nick Fury or Agent 13 Sharon Carter. But the cameo I'm hoping for the most is Trevor Slattery, sitting on the Mandarin's couch watching footy and slamming beers. Who do you want to see appear in Shang-Chi? Let me know in the comments below. And like I said, if it's your first time here, please subscribe. For Screen Crush, I'm Ryan Airy.